I don't hate this Chloe. You know what I hate? I hate what I'm about to do to her. Because I know almost certainly and inevitably that I'm going to take all of this away from her and I'm going to put her back into her fine young body that she is completely ravaging with drugs, alcohol, cigarettes, and misery. Yeah, what a wonderful service I'm doing her. And her family was...
Despite everything, they're still a happy family again.
And the parents will still be in debt. And she's going to lose William and hate her stepfather and everything. It's going to be atrocious in basically every conceivable way, except for one. So is that really an improvement? Is it?
It's cool that in this reality, Chloe really loves skating too.
Yes, but it doesn't make... it's not much of a practical pursuit, to put it mildly. Oh, Chloe. Yes, I've mentioned that I would presumably keep on saying that. Well, what can I do? Now, I'll presumably keep at it. I could stop myself from saying, oh, Chloe, but no. It's going to be oh, Chloe, all the way.
Here's the DVD.
Rewind. Okay, you don't open it that time. Fine. Yes, I know, the DVD player. Open this drawer.
Oh my god. I made that mix for her when we were 12.
Pirate power! I love the little smiles. This is awesome. Ah, yes, and a peg leg. Well. Pirates are notoriously disabled.
Nothing but medical supplies.
It's a tough line of work. Well, at least we know where the medical supplies are.
She has to use a lot of lotion to keep her blood circulating.
I get it, Maxine, okay? I get it. It has sunk in, but then again, it's a sad, deplorable reality for her. What am I supposed to do?
Now we have a movie night.
That's good, I guess. Are we watching Blade Runner? Because I haven't seen Blade Runner. No spoilers, please. Just zip past the thing. Well, Maxine, as far as I understand it, you've both seen the movie, so... Okay, yeah, we're blacking out, fair enough. When do we resume? Next morning? Presumably. You've got school to attend, and as far as I understand it, today is Thursday, which makes perfect sense. You have school to attend, you have a mystery to solve, and you possibly have to undo all of this. Maxine Caulfield, you've got responsibilities.
I cannot believe you fell asleep so fast. How dare you?
I know you were beat down after the day with me, and Blade Runner is a pretty dreamy movie to watch at night. Do you think Deckard is a replicant? Sorry, I can see you're not wide awake like me.
No, I'm sorry I crashed so hard. Were you okay?
I do have a mother and father when you're not falling asleep on me.
You are a bitch in the morning.
It's the company I keep. Yesterday was such a blast.
It was great seeing you.
I know things were different when we were just dorky kids, but being with you made me feel like when we were little pirates, jumping and running through the forests again. It meant a lot to me just to chill out with you and bullshit. Fuck. I'm getting my regular head pains. Can you, pretty please, go upstairs and get my morphine injector in the bathroom?
Morphine injector?
It's total Star Trek shit. You can't even see the needle. Seriously, I need it. My parents keep this wag upstairs because they think I can't get to it. But you can, Max. Like a pirate, right?
I'm on it, Chloe.
Whoa, hold on. The responsible parents and they're taking care of you, and you're not getting this, which seems to gently suggest to me that, especially if they keep it upstairs where you can't reach it, maybe that's for a good reason. Maybe you're not supposed to reach it. Maybe I'm not supposed to give it to you. Okay, Vestin, think a few steps further. Why would they keep something away from her? Do you trust your first source? It's up there, outside of her reach. Presumably so she doesn't self-medicate. Why would that be? If it's something that genuinely helps her and she's a responsible adult, presumably they would trust her. So either they don't trust her to be a responsible adult, which I kinda doubt, or it's something she shouldn't get her hands on, which is possible. This is one of my favorite parts of this playthrough, but since I'm silent and you weren't in my head, let me explain. My heart rate spikes as I reach the conclusion. 112? 113? Then drops back as I resign myself to it. I presumably should have said this the moment it popped to my head, but it's so grim that I've actually stopped myself. And I'm not sure I can find the right words to express this, but what if that's something she can either overdose with or something, I don't know, something kept for some special sort of occasion, something that doesn't interact well with her other bits of medication unless something is the case. In other words, what if this is something that, if used without proper care and at the wrong time, with the wrong dosage, etc., is just going to kill her? In other words, what if, unbeknownst to Maxine, what she's about to engage in is essentially assisted suicide? Now, look, if I'm right, I'm not going to be particularly happy about being right. If I'm wrong, that's going to be incredibly grim of me to ponder and to immediately jump to that conclusion. Of course. But perhaps I'm right. Now, of course, that means that her cheerful attitude over here is just pretense. She's just playing. And the entire night, the entire experience has just made her realize that she has had it. That if this is the best life has to offer, if this is it, if this is what she's stuck with, and after the entire conversation with me, she has come to the conclusion that that this must stop. You know, it wouldn't be irrational either. It would make perfect sense. We talked about our childhood, fine, those are over. This is never coming back. Well, have we talked about the future? Not really, not that much. And then there are her parents and their debts. Now, they're putting themselves deeper and deeper into debt because they desperately want to keep their daughter alive. If she kills herself, she gets them out of that problem. That way they can possibly be happy. That way in her mind she may assume that they can possibly be happy because they won't have to deal with all the money problems. You know, ignoring all the emotional pain they'll have to go through after she kills herself. It would all fall into place. It's the logical thing to conclude. Well, if it's not the logical thing to conclude, and if it's not what's about to happen, then I'm going to come off as quite a sicko. But hey, I am perfectly comfortable with that too. Whoa, boy. Well, I can but hope that I'm correct then, and I'm about to kill Chloe. Crack open a window.
Does Chloe look at the garden and think about her childhood? She can't even feel the grass now.
You know, you've told me that numerous times, Maxine. I want you to open the window so that I can take a picture. Is that too much to ask? Maxine, please. I know I'm supposed to snap a picture of Is it this window? No, there's something in the middle. Is there a point in exploring the drawers I have already explored? I don't think we're going to find new things in order to explore drawers.
Wowzer. Chloe was a straight A student. She could have gone to any college.
No. No, we're not going to find anything new here. Makes no sense. I think what we have explored, we have already
I'm so
explored.
glad we had our movie night, even if you crashed on me.
Well,
That's why
sorry.
they
Chloe.
call it a sleepover.
Alright, let's
So-
talk to her.
Are you sure it isn't too weird for you to be hanging out with me like this?
Why? No way. What, do you think being friends with you is somehow a fundamentally physical experience?
No way. I don't want you to feel weird.
My life is just so different than yours. I mean, we can't just bounce out of here and
So what?
I'll be doped up half the day in pain. So that's cool. But I do feel grateful I can see the ocean. That I have parents who love me. And that my best friend is here with me today.
Exactly. So, what else do you need?
Well, hot monkey sex would be nice. Oh, look. I made Maxine blush. So, are you dating anyone at Blackwell?
Don't tell me you're dating Nathan. Too busy? Or not really? Max! Oh, Max. Some things never change. No, I'm too busy with my studies.
Oh, I'm too busy with school and photography.
Oh, please. You can't be an artist unless you experience life. That includes boys, girls, whatever.
I was supposed to go out with this guy named Warren, but I don't think he's into me anymore.
His loss. You need to move on, girl. Plenty of fish in the bay. Shit. I sound like my dad.
That's okay. That's not a bad thing to sound like. Oh, well, bad person anyway. How is William? Oh, that's okay. That's okay.
That's okay if you sound like William. He really cares about you.
Rub it in. I can't ever get mad at the fool. He does so much for me. I haven't done jack for him.
You have. You're here with your family.
More like they're here for me. But then so are you. So it's all good.
Is there even a point in rewinding this? Is there anything I can say better to any extent? I mean, I could go for...
Weird having a sleepover with you after all these years.
Yeah, but it still feels the same.
I could try. It won't hurt much. Okay, fine. It kinda will and kinda does all the time. Sheesh.
So,
Okay, let's try this one.
Kind of, but only because I haven't seen you in so long. I was selfish.
no, you were busy kicking ass. I don't blame anyone for bailing on me. People suck. Just joking. But I do feel grateful I can see the ocean.
Exactly.
Well,
Not really. No. There are some cute boys there, but you know me. I'm too damn shy.
which is stupid because you're so damn cool. Some bro has to be crushing on you.
I was supposed to go out with this guy named Warren, but I don't think he's into me anymore.
His loss. You need to move on, girl. Plenty of fish in the bay. Shit. I sound like my dad.
Oh, Max. I mean, you did... yeah, whatever. How is he?
How is William? Do you like having him around?
Good question.
Of course. He's my hero. I swear he would do anything for me or Mom. Wish I could do something for him.
You have. You're here with your family.
More like they're here for me. But then so are you. So it's all good.
I hate seeing her like this, but... I mean... Let's go for the same options I went for the first time around, because these were good options, and I regret nothing. Am I too busy? Fine, let's say that I am. Is that true? I have no idea at this point.
That's...
More like...
I don't know anymore. Is she actually hellbent on committing suicide right now? I don't know. I don't know anymore. Speculated. I can speculate even longer, but I just don't know. Good morning. Let's see the butterfly. You know you want to see the butterfly.
Damn. This is just for Chloe's basic supplies.
Well, I guess she's got a father who earns more, but then again the expenses are higher, so no help.
Bonjour. That's great they finally went to Paris.
You can use the what? Max, are we cool? Just wanted to make sure since you walked away so fast. Nathan was worried too. If you want to talk, hit me up, okay? Love you. Max, if you're mad, just tell me, okay? Silence. If you want to talk, my door is open. Love you. Victoria is worried that we're no longer friends. I had to spend time with Chloe Price, my best friend, you know? Yeah, kinda... No, don't you dare. No. We're keeping the conversation. Though it would be... Wait, no! We could talk about Paris!
They gave Chloe their giant expensive HD TV, and they use her shitty tube television.
I mean, they do love Chloe. I've drawn these conclusions so many times. Oh, the car
I
keys.
think that our destiny is linked to goddamn car keys.
Yes. This is not going to be an easy conversation. I don't mean the one about Paris, because that's largely irrelevant. Yeah, I don't think this will be assisted suicide. I'm just morbid. I can talk to her about Paris right now, or I could rewind. No, let's rewind. Let's see. Actually, I didn't get the rewind symbol, so that just might be a potential conversation subject, but not...
So, are you sure it isn't...
Not related to the rewind.
My life... But I do...
Exactly.
Well...
Yeah, I don't think I can do anything else in this particular conversation. So I might have to initiate another one with the knowledge I do have about Paris. Fine, talk to her about Paris.
Max. Need to rest.
Alright, fine, I can talk to William about Paris. I'll have to have the awkward conversation with William about all of this, unfortunately. A conversation where I effectively, ultimately end up asking him whether he would rather be dead. I'm sorry, I think it's necessary. I think this is the way things will go. And if we don't have this conversation now, and it doesn't play out that way now, we will have that conversation sooner or later. We absolutely will. William has to die. And the worst part about all of this is that it makes the world worse a decent bit. But I'll presumably do it. Just so that Chloe can walk again. And be miserable.
Joyce and William never had a garage sale before.
I get it! I get it, alright? Yes, financial woes.
They're drowning in debt. Just to take care of their daughter. Such bullshit.
Your health insurance no longer covers Chloe's physical rehab. We can reinstate Chloe at a standard rate of $1,250 per week. Well. He's presumably desperately trying to work out what he can do about the money situation, but there's very little he can. Oh.
Choice is a food coupon, boss.
Yes, out of sheer necessity, I get it.
No change to spare anymore. Now it's back to cookies.
Look, I get it, Max. I mean, I am prompting all of this, so... Check out the butterfly.
Yep, that's the same graffiti from before.
So?
Yep, that's the same graffiti from before.
What was so meaningful about this? I mean, yeah, you had the opportunity to do it, so what?
These whales are just a preview of the tornado to come. And the Prescott Foundation? Jesus.
Arcadia Bay Beacon! Beach angels. Looking for the waves. Whereas the shores of Arcadia Bay once acted as a lovely gateway to the Pacific and beyond, now locals and tourists face the sad, surreal image of grey whales that inexplicably swam to land and to their doom. The whale pods were spotted early morning on Wednesday, October the 9th. Early morning! Interesting! So the cataclysm of Wednesday happened in the morning. Which seems to suggest that the previous day was Wednesday indeed, and now we're onto Thursday morning, the day of the party. Which is presumably what will be a crucial point in this particular episode, with the next one being dedicated to the tornado and the storm. Within a few hours, at least half a dozen were dead or dying on the shore. Smartphone footage does not reveal any unusual ocean conditions or excessive pollution. Meanwhile, ecologists and marine biologists from across the country are carefully studying samples from the whales and environment. The Prescott Foundation has vowed to provide extra research funds, given the local scope of this eco-mystery. Look, maybe they're doing this for...
Rachel Amber is even missing in this reality. I guess I can't change everything.
Search for popular teen continues. Blackwell honor student Rachel Amber has not been seen for over 6 months, yet her family and friends have only intensified the search for the 18-year-old Arcadia Bay resident. Police and FBI have few leads and little information in the case, which has caught the interest of national reality show Where Did They Go? The Amber family has offered a reward for any information leading to the whereabouts of their daughter. For more details, please contact help at findrachelamber.org.
No, I don't think Joyce's tips will cover all this.
They might get their own home taken away because of medical bills. That's terrible.
Here is the places that is to notify you in default on your payment obligations. On your home loan account 783. This current account holds the amount of $12,000 payable by 1st of August 2013. This amount has been overdue since the 1st of March 2009, and you have ignored multiple requests to make a payment or reconsolidate your debt unless the full amount of $12,000 is received within 15 days. We must begin the foreclosure process on your home. We have given you more than adequate notice on this issue, and we have no other options left. Best, Donald Clamp Lenders. The 1st of August? But we're in October, and they had 15 days, which seems to suggest that this is basically a done deal, and they have already lost the home, effectively. Yeah, you're doomed. You're doomed. Okay, William. Back to me, old buddy. Actually, no, I'll go outside first, you know?
The house looks so great. William finally had the time to paint the house and fix up the garden.
Gee, that's great. Hard Rock Magazine, that's quaint. Oh, look, that bird.
Look at all these dead birds. It's happening here, too?
It's because you haven't cracked open the window, Maxine. Well, you know, I haven't.
I'm sorry, Bongo Kitty. But you passed on before I changed this reality.
I'm not gonna go back in time and save the cat, sorry. Look at the lawn.
Oh man, the swing is gone now. It must have been sad for Chloe when William took it down.
It's not like she was gonna use it.
Chloe actually moved our drawing so she could see it from her room. Chloe.
Please stop, Max. Don't make me get emotional.
I'm glad Chloe gets a room with a view.
I mean, do make me get emotional, but I mean, what am I supposed to say? What am I supposed to do? Come on now. I'm doing my best here, but there's basically nothing I can do.
Say fucking. I'm not gonna say fucking.
And even if there is something I can do,
Hey, William. Am I bothering you?
Why, yes, Max. I love going through bills. Kidding. How can you bother me? I haven't seen you in forever.
I know. You look exactly the same. It's so cool.
Good. Or I'd be scared if I didn't look like me. Of course, you seem more adult now. So what's on your mind?
William, if you had the choice, as bizarre as it may sound, to give your life up so that Chloe doesn't have to be in this state, would you? And beyond that, she would do this and that to her life, and she would resent you for dying. Or possibly the rest of her life, unless I do something about it. But beyond that...
I was impressed by Chloe's room and all the high-tech equipment.
You should be. We could buy a few mansions for what it all costs. The insurance helps, but I don't know, Max.
I know it must be hard on you guys, financially.
These bills are more like crushing. We have to mortgage our home, and that's pretty scary. But we'll get through it. Price is always right. Get it? No?
I don't know how to say this, but I'm truly sorry about what happened to Chloe.
Me too. All it takes is a few minutes to change a girl's whole life. But she's alive. She's been a trooper.
Yeah, so are you. I'm glad you're all here. Is she mad at... Is she mad at me further down the line?
She is amazing. I'm so glad you're here to help her. And be her father.
I'm so glad Joyce is here to help us both. Max, I just hate to think of what would happen to Chloe if I wasn't here.
William, I just want you to know that whatever happens, I'll always be here for Chloe. Always.
I know you will, Max.
I mean, she's not wrong.
I have to go see if Chloe needs anything. It was so great talking with you again.
You act like it's the last time. And please, keep me from these bills whenever you want.
Oh boy. It is quite unfortunate, but I don't have anything particularly intelligent to say, and for a very simple reason. I've already explored basically every single bit of this before. I know, I get it.
William,
Why, yes.
I know.
So there's nothing particularly enlightening over here.
I don't...
Me too.
Is she mad at me for not staying in touch? She should be. I have no excuse.
She was disappointed, but she knows you care. And I know how hard it is to process all this. It's taken us years.
William, I just want you to know that whatever happens, I'll always be here for Chloe. Always.
I know you will, Max.
Let's talk about Joyce.
Being around you and Joyce again is so nostalgic.
Very old school, as they say. I think it's great for Chloe to see you. Makes Joyce happy, too. So, it's not all bad news in Arcadia Bay. Or is it?
It kinda is. Oh, okay. Can I explore all of these, or do I just get one choice? Rachel, Amber, Prescott family, crazy weather. I presumably should talk about the weather, but let's talk about Rachel Amber.
I was reading about that missing girl. Rachel Amber.
Oh, yeah, she went to Blackwell, right? Oh, poor thing. That's a real nightmare for a family. I get scared thinking about Chloe and that we might lose her someday.
Oh, I can talk about everything. Okay, what about the weather?
What do you think is going on with all of this crazy weather and animals dying?
Nobody knows, right? It is Nostradamus type shit, pardon my French. But all I actually care about now is Chloe and Joyce. My family.
The Prescott family might be bad news. What do you think about them?
Evil. Next question?
Sounds like you know them well.
More than I want to. But Joyce has to work for those greedy bastards at Pan Estates. I don't even like to think about it.
I was impressed by Chloe's...
Yeah, let's go for
should
this.
I know it must be hard on you guys, financially.
His bills are more...
And let's talk about Paris.
So you finally made it to Paris.
Oui, as they say. Not me, because I can't speak French. But it was a great experience, especially for Chloe.
I can see her loving it there. You guys rock for going on a family adventure like that.
She talked about going to school there, but that's not practical anymore. It's not fair, Max.
I have to go see if Chloe needs anything. It was so great talking with you again.
You act like it's the last time. And please, keep me from these bills whenever you want.
It's your bill, Il William.
God damn, the bills never end.
This is highly unfortunate, but I really don't feel like talking. There basically isn't much to state, is there? I've been through this. I've been through this numerous times. I've already expressed how I feel and what I think. There's basically nothing left to add.
It's all about you, Arcadia Bay, isn't it?
Well, from your perspective, it is, Maxine. I wish there was something intelligent I could, but...
Apparently, the only thing that hasn't changed is this view.
Well, the glut of things hasn't changed. It's just that, these little itty-bitty important... Oh, hello!
Chloe's door doesn't have a warning anymore.
Yeah, no threats there. We need to explore that, but in a moment. Let's, Fine, let's snoop around. Let's check the bedroom. What do we have here?
Oh, Max, it is so nice to have you around.
Gee, thanks, but I really need to... well, is there anything in particular that I can possibly do here? Check the letter.
Oh no. I didn't realize how bad Chloe's injury really was.
Dear Mr. and Mrs. Price, as we discussed last week, Chloe's respiratory system is showing signs of rapid weakening. This accounts for her recent anemia and loss of breath. As a doctor, I'm committed to her well-being, but I want you to understand the reality that respiratory failure is common in people with severe spinal injuries. Your daughter is one of the bravest, strongest patients I've ever had, and I'm proud to be working with her. I just want you as parents to prepare for any and all possibilities. Oh, come on! I believe Chloe should also be made aware of her changing condition. If you would like to discuss this further, you have my contact information. Really? Situation's even more dire than I initially had thought? Okay. So not only is she in the state she's in, for all we know, she's just going to die reasonably soon, and that's it. There's basically nothing that can be done about this. What am I supposed to do? The only thing I can think of is to actually turn back time, just to save Chloe Price from this fate.
They have no idea what's in their future. That is such a sweet shot of Chloe. I wonder who took the picture.
I guess you didn't. Fine, open the drawer, even though... You know.
William is trying so hard. He's still awesome.
Okay, rewind. We don't want her to see you do that. Stuck to Joyce. Is there anything over
It's
here?
good for Chloe to stay in.
Joyce used to hate smokers in the diner.
Something's changed, I guess.
Joyce is already a supermom.
Good morning, Max. Ah, you and Chloe are so much quieter now than when you were kids.
I remember. It's nice waking up in your house again.
Oh, William and I love it. Finally seeing you and Chloe together after all these years. After the accident.
I don't have any additional topics, but I will snoop around and possibly there'll be more stuff to talk about. Let's talk about Chloe.
I wish I was a better friend. I know Chloe doesn't get many visitors.
Oh, Max, you're Chloe's best friend for a reason. You're here exactly when she needs you.
Chloe's best friend because all the other people care even less about her than I do. Not that I don't care that much about her, but there's a dearth of friends in her life. Chloe does need help. I don't know what to... None of this matters. None of this can change anything impactful. It's all hopeless and meaningless. What have I done?
Who helps Chloe out when you guys are at work?
We have a series of revolving nurses and caretakers. Chloe still causes trouble, even if she can't move. Max, Chloe's condition is not improving. Her respiratory system is very weak, and she... Do you know what I'm saying?
Joyce. I'm so sorry you have to go through all this.
Bad or good, I embrace every moment with my daughter and my husband. This is what it means to be a family, and we'll always be one, no matter what.
What can I say to any of these things?
I have to tell you how much I love seeing you and William together again.
He's been such a hero through all this. Chloe and I, we're lucky to have him.
Chloe and William seem like they still get along so good.
Yeah, those two are closer now more than ever. Chloe will actually listen to William, while she usually ignores me.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Oh, it's so cute when they gang up on poor old me.
You rule, Joyce.
Shit, things would be different if I did. I like how you think, kid.
Let's talk about
How are
you.
you doing, Joyce?
I'm doing the best I can, Max. I won't lie, it's difficult, but nobody said life was easy here in Arcadia Bay.
Ah, yes, life. Arcadia Bay. Let's talk about David What can you tell me about David Madsen?
Do you know somebody named David Madsen? He, might hang out at the Two Whales.
Well, that was random. Yeah, he's a bus driver. He comes in sometimes. Cute, quiet. Why?
Oh, I was just curious.
You always were. Nice to see that everything doesn't change.
Yeah, she doesn't know him, unsurprisingly. Not a lot. All of this is predictable, it's just playing out in front of my eyes, but it gives me nothing.
Plus, you guys have to work, too.
Bill and I have no time for ourselves. And we're working more than we're living. I even had to take a part-time gig at Pan Estates. Ugh.
Do you know the Prescotts?
I know that Sean Prescott won't be happy until he owns everything in Arcadia Bay. Stay away from his son, Nathan.
So, what do you think is going on here with all of this eco-havoc?
Maybe Arcadia Bay just wants to be left alone. I know the feeling. Honestly, I don't give a shit about too much outside our house.
I don't blame you, Joyce.
Except now we have dead birds and beach whales outside our front door. So maybe I should care, for Chloe's sake.
I better get back to Chloe now. It's good talking with you, Joyce.
You too, honey.
Nothing, just nothing. No progress, no impression. I have already gone through all of this. I've spent a reasonable amount of time mulling over all of this. So no, this is not going to be particularly fresh to me. I've thought about it. I've felt the entire spectrum of emotions. I've speculated about everything.
How's it going, Time Tripper? It's funny. I think I look older.
Search one, search the other. No toothbrush access, not a problem. Can search this. Search the drawer.
Nothing here.
Well, there are some pills down there.
It's cool that Chloe uses natural medicine too.
Yes, because that's a crucial part of all of this, clearly.
The bathroom looks almost the same. Just more medicine.
Is it seriously in the last place I look?
Here it is. I never thought I'd be delivering morphine to my best friend.
I mean, I can rewind going through the drawers, I guess. All the none of this. No, presumably I could rewind. I know, switching on the light. Yeah, whatever. Let's go through here. Open the door to old Chloe's room. What is this place? Empty, largely empty. What else would I expect? Of course it's mostly empty. This feels horrible, yes. Basically everything here feels horrible. Yeah, and the situation feels so hopeless because there's basically nothing I can do about it. The previous world had problems, but at least I could face them head on. At least I could do something about them, no matter how dramatic or horrible they may have been. At least they were problems I could face and fight head on, whereas over here, we're essentially against the universe, and the universe always wins. There's nothing over here we can do, essentially. People are already doing everything they can.
A blue butterfly? I'm sure this is a total coincidence.
Is it though? Don't tell me the blue butterfly is actually genuinely connected to Chloe Price. That would be intriguing. And that just randomly through a sheer accident that blue butterfly gave powers to Max and not Chloe. You know, I'm pretty glad the powers were not granted to Chloe. I have no idea what she would have done with them, and frankly, I'm glad.
At least we never had to hide from Step Douche.
Well, thanks, Max. Wonderful. You know, she didn't get slapped in the face once. Instead, she's dying because her respiratory system is failing as she's, you know, living out her life as basically a vegetable.
I guess we stopped growing up together.
What? I can't remember what... Was Max marked here before? Did she used to hang out with her more? I don't know. A pool table. That's an interesting invention.
I never heard much about William's brother.
Hi, Bill. Sorry for not staying in touch since the accident. Work has been piling up and I'm being sent to Salt Lake City to oversee a new parking lot. You have to go where the work is these days. I wish I could have sent you a bigger check, but you know the story, money is nobody's favorite thing. Maybe I'll see you next spring for a visit. Kiss Chloe and Joyce for me. Hang in there, Billy. Your brother Aaron.
Shoes. Chloe always did love stomping around in her boots.
Great. Now that's irrelevant.
Boys, I kind of want to open this and see what's in here.
I mean, you could do that and then rewind time.
They bought crutches for Chloe, hoping she might walk again.
But of course she's not going to. Come on!
Too bad Joyce and William can't get any help from the Prescott Foundation.
Dear Joyce, thank you for keeping me updated on Chloe's condition. I can only imagine the struggle you and William are going through. I am so sorry that I can't help you with a loan at this time. Like everybody else, I'm underwater with my own medical bills. Please give Chloe a hug and my best wishes. Love, and Dorothy. Prescott Foundation, I don't know. I'm not so convinced that they're just bad people 100% with no redeeming qualities. Sit down and talk to me, Maxine. Talk me through what you're thinking and feeling.
I'm overwhelmed by this new reality.
Likewise.
And I feel so guilty for putting Chloe and her family through this.
She's never happy, though. You know, she's never
I could
happy.
give Chloe the choice of keeping William alive, but that would be cruel.
We have to do this, kinda. We have to put.
Then I see that they're a family again, and who am I to judge?
I mean, I've gone through this, except a significantly more extended version. Yes, and I've explicated most of this. Yes, we will essentially. I think we'll have to present the choice to them. All make the choice for them. All, will just happen to us. Possibly. And then, hey, then I won't have to take responsibility for making the decision. But I can still reap the rewards. But I'm glad Maxine is at least aware of this as a possible solution. The solution to kill Bill and have things the way they used to be. Which is horrible. Once again, I think I should give Bill the opportunity to pass a message or write a letter to Chloe from that alternative reality. And to explain to her how much he loves her and how much she means to him and how he thinks this is all for the best. I don't actually need him to do any of that. Hypothetically, I could lie, I could make it up. Because obviously he's gonna think that.
It's good for Chloe to stay in touch with her friends.
Yes, indeed it is. Anything else we can talk about, Joyce?
William and I can't believe how much you've grown.
I bear the burden of the universe upon my shoulders. And such a heavy burden it is. All I know at this particular point are two options that are available to me. I don't even know if I can possibly switch around to the other reality, and if I were to do that, of course, it would be quite cruel, but it might yet be a necessity. I just don't know anymore. Can I seriously not take that picture? Where is this? How is it not here? I figured it would be one of the windows over here, but apparently not. Is there anything more I can talk to you about, Bill?
I definitely have to take a third job.
I figured. Well then, guess I need to go to Chloe. I should have asked... I say should have. I couldn't have. In principle, I believe I should have asked one of the parents about what I'm about to do. Because if my suspicion is correct, it's going to be horrible. But, tell you what, if she indeed does kill herself this way, I can always rewind time. She doesn't know that. Okay, Chloe, does this kill you? Was I correct in my initial assumption, or am I just a horribly morbid person by nature?
Finally. Give me the blue pill.
I'm sorry. I'm nosy, but not precise.
Go ahead and plug it right in. It's so easy. And painless.
Okay, but get ready to yell for your folks if I screw up.
Oh, trust me. I will. Of course, my pain just keeps getting worse. But you caught me on a good day.
Oh, come on!
Max, I'm so grateful that I'm even able to hang out with you. See, I'm getting mushy. I'm already high.
You're so adorable. Do you want anything else?
Stop me if I'm being too emo, but can you grab one of the photo albums over there? I'd like to check out some old pictures of us when we were kids.
Oh no!
Please. My diary is like emo ground zero. Plus, Max Caulfield does not pass up a photo op with Chloe Price. Ever.
I know the album! And that album is the one we can use to time travel. Chloe Price. I know there's something I can do. But do you want me to do it? Does anyone want me to do it?
So Chloe has her own photo album.
You know, maybe, just maybe, I should show this to everyone else first. If I can.
Grab that photo album over there and let's have a flashback.
It wouldn't be my first.
It's so amusing that she hasn't told her, well, basically anything yet. And apparently I cannot rewind past that point. Can I actually leave and attempt to have further conversations on the photo album? Yes, I can. Well, let's see if that is indeed viable. Hey, William.
I definitely have to take a third job.
Nope. Presumably this is a waste of time entirely. Can I talk to Joyce? Come on, I have the photo album. Has the state of the universe changed? I can't even go upstairs. No. So at least they're not letting me wander around pointlessly. Can't meander, can't do things that would not push the plot forward. Chloe. If you have a you presumably do. If you have a picture that's a bit further ahead than that travesty we have witnessed, I could hypothetically go back though. No, that's no good. I need a picture of myself. So I need a selfie taken before the accident. And I need to somehow prevent the accident. It would be brilliant if I could do that, but I sincerely doubt that's gonna happen. But how rewarding would that be?
Grab that photo album over there and let's have a flashback.
It wouldn't be my first.
Okay. Let's do this. Let's do this.
Is that okay?
Perfect. Oh my god, look how little we are there. We look like toys.
I remember that day by the lighthouse.
My dad was pissed at us. He actually tried to give us a timeout.
And you laughed at him. My dad would have banished me.
The only option is to turn the page, but we can also turn back time, I guess. Does that help? Is there anything else I can do? It would seem so reasonable if there was anything at all. Can't interact with the window. Do I see it as a separate object out there? It's the only thing that's highlighted, bizarrely enough. Why? Maybe I'll have to crack open a window. Oh, fine, let's do it.
Max, do you mind turning the page? I'm too busy, as you can see. Whoa, awesome picture. We look so badass in our pirate gear.
We should have taken over Arcadia Bay when we had the chance.
There's still time for you.
Yes. Yes, there is. Once we get to a picture I can go back
Oh
to.
man, there we are making pancakes.
Oh!
I love that shot of us. It's hard to believe my dad took that picture only 5 years ago.
Yeah, and I took the subsequent one.
Literally seems like yesterday.
You don't say.
I wish it was.
Me too.
This photo. Maybe I could.
Kill Bill? Do you want to do that?
Listen, Max. My respiratory system is failing, and it's only getting worse. I've heard the doctors talking about it when they thought I was zonked out.
I can change this.
So I know I'm just putting off the inevitable while my parents suffer along, and I will too. This isn't how I want things to end.
How do you want them to end?
What are you saying?
I'm saying that being with you again has been so special. I just wanted to feel like when we were kids running around Arcadia Bay and everything was possible, and you made me feel that way today. I want this time with you
No!
to be my last memory. Do you understand?
Yes, I do.
All you have to do is crank up the IV to 11.
I've told you. I've told you she would do it. I knew she would do it. I knew that's what she wanted. Oh! Accept, refuse, I don't know. What do you mean? You get the I don't know option? Really? Well, that's unusual. I knew this would happen. Look, there are sayings about this, and this tends to happen all too often. It's this sudden, bizarre rush to the opposite. I'm not sure what exact idiom there is to use for this sort of situation, but I can always rewind, can't I? Look, if everything was going smoothly the way it was going so far, there would be no breaking point. There would be none of this. But because this has happened, because of this new high, after such a high point, there's some bizarre drive to immediately go down to a low point. Once everything seems to be going in one particular direction, and it seems to be, say, on the incline, this is exactly the point before the decline happens. It's the sort of a zenith. It reaches its apex, its apogee, its acme. You get to that highest point, and there's no way to get further up than that. It's all downhill from there. That's what I figured would happen. Yes, I've literally predicted this exact situation. She would ask me to plug it in without her parents' knowledge, and she would try to kill herself. Every single bit of my analysis was perfectly correct. Well, what do I do in this situation? Well, if my primary objective here is to protect life, then I ought to refuse, but at what cost? Do I want to protect life? Or do I want to minimize suffering? She can't do it herself. There's a damn reason why her parents keep that out of her reach. They don't want her to be able to do it. And they know she'd probably do it because of the sort of person she is. She's strong-willed, she hates this. But they would resent me. They would resent her, I would resent myself possibly as Maxine, unsurprisingly enough. But that was the exact reason. This was kept out of her reach. So she can't possibly make that oh, I'm sorry. Fine, if I don't do anything long enough, I get banished to the menu screen, which makes sense, I guess. That's why she wanted me to sneak this in without the knowledge, without the consent. And this is the only opportunity, or the only sort of opportunity she'll ever get. Her parents sure as hell will do it for her. They won't have the heart. But since that is the case, they'll be forcing a terrible fate on her. Well, the medical bills skyrocket as they desperately try to keep her alive. Her suffering steadily increases as she's in pain for longer and longer periods of time. She just remains there, hopped up on drugs, even in the moments of lucidity, not being able to enjoy anything in life. I love the I don't know option, but in my heart, I think the best thing I can do for Chloe Price in this circumstance is kill her. There's no one else out there who will do it for her. You can certainly argue that this is a moment of weakness for her. That I should help her get off this path and tell her that it's all going to get better. No, if you clearly shouldn't do this sort of thing. No, look at it from a rational perspective. There's nothing she has to look forward to in life. Only more suffering, that's all that awaits her. And even in that, even if she was able to possibly do a few things here and there, the periods of lucidity will just shrink down and down, the pain will increase, and eventually, in reasonably short order, she is going to die. Those are all the facts that have been presented to us. Any one of those facts may be wrong, but I don't think they can all be wrong. There is no better option, I think. And I know that there are quite possibly and probably quite a few... This presumably shouldn't be my first intuition, but it is. And I get it. People in vulnerable situations and so on. And you could argue, oh, she's not thinking clearly. She's right, though. And damn it, if I could say that the whole world is gonna hate me for this. Of course. Doesn't that make me a murderer in a way? I'm so sorry, Chloe. Oh God, what have I done?
Chloe, I'll just drift asleep, dreaming of us here together. Forever.
I kinda hate myself for doing this right now. I know I didn't like Chloe, okay? I'm not gonna pretend otherwise. Of course I didn't. Be at peace, old friend.
Thank you so much. I'm so proud of you for following your dreams.
I wish I could help you, Chloe Price.
Don't forget about me.
I wish I could have helped you.
I love you, Max. See you around.
See you.
Sooner than you think.
Because I'm gonna rewind, right? This action will have consequences. Come on, tell me. No regrets, Max? Nothing? No second thoughts? I don't know if you're a hero or a monster here, Maxine. Left mouse button to focus on the photo. Look, I think I know what's gonna happen. I think the point has been made sufficiently clearly, right? We are not going to get any further entries in this journal, and we are not going to be able to take any photos. We possibly don't even have the camera on us, so we can't take them. In a way, this choice doesn't matter. We can rewind, we cannot rewind. I think the next thing we do is we focus on the photo, go back and let Bill die to get back old Chloe. Because we don't want the situation to happen, because we figure it's better for her to be miserable than for her to be dead. You know, the worst part about this is that I'm going to... In the end, I think my choice is going to be that I am going to end up killing her. What happens if I pick, I don't know.
Chloe, I really don't know if I can do this. I had another friend who
Kate.
wanted to end it all, and I did everything I could to try and save her life. How can I be responsible for ending yours? I mean, there's gotta be another way.
Max, you were there for your friend, no matter what. Now I'm asking you to help me the same way.
I want to help you, Chloe, but I think my help is hurting.
At least you have a choice. When you want to make a decision, you can just do it. Look at me. I'm at the mercy of everybody. For once, I want to make my own choice. The most important one of my life. Please. Help me, Max.
I'll get the binary choice again one time. I will! You can only ever stall. You can only ever stall. You get the option to say, oh, I don't know. And you know, maybe that's the most sensible option to pick. Maybe that's the most responsible option to pick. As in, hold on, Chloe, let's have a conversation about this first. I am willing to go through with this, but I have to make absolutely sure that this is inevitably what I have to do. This is what you want, and this is what needs to happen. I am not going to make this choice recklessly, but I'm here for you. I'm going to refuse just to see what happens, and then I'm tempted to start, if they don't let me keep the option to. How many times do I get a retry? Oh, because if I refuse and I get to keep that option, I'm going to regret that. I will ultimately, whatever. I'll presumably be able to rewind.
Chloe, I can't. It wrecks me to see you in any pain, but I don't have any right to do this.
I'm an adult. I'm giving you the right.
But Joyce and William,
I already said my goodbyes to them, but they won't honor my wishes. You will, right?
I can't kill you with an overdose.
Max, I'm dying from my illness, not my dosage. This accelerates the process. I'd rather go out on a wave than a rock. And I want my best friend to help me out.
Will you give me...
I'm going to help you, but not like that. You have to believe me, Chloe.
Why, Max? You're just bailing on me like everybody else. Why don't you go now? You've been wanting to since you got here, right? So go and don't come back.
Chloe, I am never leaving you again.
Rewind. I know this may seem like the choice to make, but it's not the choice I am going to make. I didn't need her to tell me all of this. Maybe it would have been more responsible for me to go with I don't know, but... Oh! know, and I roll back to I don't know as the first option. Oh, damn it! I wanted to do this without... Fine, I'm going with accept.
Chloe, I'll just drift asleep, dreaming of us here together. Forever.
Maybe it's more responsible this way. I shouldn't hate myself for asking first, but I'm gonna do it. I am going to do it. Of course I am.
Thank you so much. I'm so proud of you for following your dreams. Don't forget about me.
Never.
I love you, Max. See you around.
Sooner than you think.
Sooner than you think.
We have to go back and undo all of this. You may argue that it doesn't matter, but presumably it will come up as a choice that I have made. Is there anything further I have to say? I don't regret my first choice. I really don't. I think it was wise. I understand all sorts of objections you might have, but if you really think in an empathetic way, if you really put yourself in her shoes, just imagine this. She presumably won't really get much of another opportunity. Her parents are going to be against it. She's essentially trapped. This is what she desperately wants, and she's powerless. The alternative would be for me to decide what's best for her, and to just force that decision upon her. And worse yet, by making that decision to force additional suffering upon her. Suffering for everyone involved, really. So this is...
I'm sorry, William.
So am I. You won't even pass a message. You won't even ask him for anything to pass on a letter, anything. You're just going to do this to her. Oh no. I know, left mouse button a couple of times. We're about to do this without that many qualms, without asking that much. We are just going to reverse our decision. I'm so sorry.
Someday Dad'll get one of them newfangled computers.
I hope the flash didn't scare you, Max. This is a keeper.
Yes, Maxine talked to me. Okay, fine, you don't need to. Fine, you do.
Hello?
You go through the motions, okay?
Hey, honey. What? Oh, I didn't know you had to get groceries. Of course I'll come pick you up.
I know, Maxine. You can draw the butterfly or whatever.
Shit, where are my keys?
What about the additional photo?
For the swear jar.
You mean your college fund?
Don't you dare burn this. Don't you dare! You may always go back.
Ha! You can't hide from me forever.
Don't burn the photo. You can
No Chloe and Max wine tasting.
No!
Don't blow it, because tonight your mother promised to make us a world-famous salmon surprise with chocolate cake for dessert.
It's always better to have...
You'll be here too, right?
It's always...
Never leaving me.
That makes all of us.
It's always better to be able to make the choice. No! Why did you burn the photo? Now you can never go back. What have you done? It's better to have the option to change your mind
Max, you are
even
being
years down the
so
line.
fucking strange. Like you're never gonna see us again.
Chloe, I'm so sorry. I tried to make things different for you. I did try. I'm sorry.
I don't know exactly what you're talking about, but come on.
You will
You
know.
have made things different, like my whole life. You're my best friend. I've got you and a great family. What's to be sorry for? We'll be best friends forever. And when we grow up, we're taking over the world.
Listen, whatever happens, I want you to be strong.
Can you actually change her?
Even if you feel like I wasn't there for you. Because I will never abandon you, Chloe.
I'll be back.
I'll always have your back. Always.
Can you, will this actually will this actually change anything for the... No! Damn it! And back we go. Please make better choices, at least to some extent. Come on, Chloe, anything. Please. Some minor improvement. It's a smaller knife. Rachel Amber? What? What is this? Perhaps my anticipation of it has ruined the surprise, but my moment of indignation was as satisfying as it was bitter. I did it, in the name of bodily autonomy, the most fundamental and intimate form of liberty. We'll be back to our regular Chloe Price in the next part of my Life is Strange playthrough. Thanks for watching, and you will see me elsewhere.